Israel's Navy created a laser so powerful it will change everything. This tiny nation surprised everyone once more with its cutting-edge creations. We'll explain how this nation's laser military program came to be. How many challenges were there to overcome? What is the purpose of the Iron Dome? Why did it originally rise? And why was the iron beam added to it? How quickly will the Israeli army combat drones, mines, and missiles? Stay with us in this video till the end to learn about these things. And before we start, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel for more informative content. Israel is simply required to have the weapons it needs to properly combat an opponent that it is always at odds with, both in terms of numbers and the number of weapons. Given its three key advantages over other types of weaponry, the laser is the ideal anti-aircraft and missile defense weapon in this context. The first is the simplicity of targeting while in use, particularly against swift and agile opponents at close range. For example, aiming for a rocket that travels even at supersonic speed toward a target hundreds of kilometers away following a predetermined course is one thing. This is a different situation since the air defense system has enough time to target and fire an anti-aircraft missile. When the flight period of the same attacking rocket is computed in a few seconds when it maneuvers and when it is only a few miles away, its destruction is a far more challenging process. You don't need to calculate the lead while using laser weapons. Just consider where the adversary's missile will travel in a few seconds instead. Simply aim at the target and fire. The second benefit is the target's comparatively low cost. The Qassam missile, which the Arabs used to essentially batter Israel, was expensive. The cost of the Tamir missile from the Iron Dome missile defense system is about $80,000. No economy can exist if $80,000 are spent to ruin a few $100s. One shot from a laser weapon only costs a few bucks. The absence of recharging time is the third benefit. 20 Tamir missiles are housed in one launcher. It takes many hours to reload them after using them. The area that this battery shields becomes essentially defenseless during this period. The laser never has to recharge. It continuously fires. In other words, Israel needs a laser air defense system more than any other nation. Therefore, in the middle of the 1970s, Israeli experts began to study battle lasers. The IAI and Rafael firms participated in the research and development of the key components of such weapons. Additionally, inferences might be drawn and the possibilities for the overall path could be ascertained. The first gas dynamic laser, which had a power of roughly 10 kilowatts, was tested in a laboratory in 1976. Later, the creation of chemical-type systems was underway. As a consequence of this research, specialists have determined that a battle laser with the necessary properties can only be produced in the far future and only under favorable conditions, and they were correct in this assumption. 20 years later, in the middle of the 1990s, the Israelis began their second effort to develop laser weapons. In July of 1996, the United States and Israel decided to work together to create a potential combat laser complex. THEL or MTHEL, Mobile Tactical High Energy Laser, is the project's official moniker. The project's second name is Nautilus. It was intended to build a close-range missile defense and laser facility. The THEL or MTHEL complex was based on a deuterium fluoride chemical laser. This item was designed to have a maximum power output of 2 megawatts. Artillery rounds and unguided rockets may both be destroyed by this force while they are in flight. To ensure its effectiveness and the completion of the designated military duties, the laser itself required a variety of supplementary equipment. There were several challenges as the project developed. Although, during the testing of 2000 to 2001, the THEL complex was able to effectively kill 28 unguided missiles and 5 artillery shells flying along predictable ballistic trajectories in flight. The completion dates for the different phases were continuously pushing ahead. Due to its great complexity and expense and extremely small features, the military did not like it. In order to construct the Kaipat Barzil Iron Dome missile defense system, which kills targets in a time-tested manner with the aid of interceptor missiles, Israel withdrew from the MTHEL project in 2005. And now, more than 20 years later, a third effort to develop a laser weapon has been attempted. The Israeli firm Rafael unveiled a brand new missile defense system proposal in 2014 with the name Karen Barzel, or Iron Ray. It was intended to create a transportable device mounted on a car chassis that could use a laser beam to strike various kinds of air targets. First of all, mines, shells, and rockets were to be the complex's primary objectives. Working on unmanned aerial vehicles also guaranteed great potential. 2 trucks carrying containers equipped with laser devices are part of the Karen Barzel complex. For target detection, a high-power, solid-state laser is employed. It comes with a radar station of its own. The complex's interaction between its many parts is managed by the command post. The Iron Ray complex must independently search for dangerous objects and then aim 1 or 2 lasers at them. Depending on the type of target, its destruction requires the transfer of heat energy. Within a few seconds, simultaneous shooting of 2 lasers at one object is possible. The maximum range to the target is determined at 7 kilometers. The development of the Iron Beam accelerated sharply amid the growing threat of precision missiles from Hezbollah and its operations. Northern Shield in December of 2018 on the border with Lebanon. The Department for the Development of Arms and Technologies, headed by Danny Gold, coordinates all work on the creation of laser weapons. The cost of the program is several billion shekels. Sources in the defense industry say the developers have overcome what was previously seen as major obstacles to such a project. They first achieved this by developing a laser that focuses on a target swiftly and precisely. The vast amount of energy needed to create such systems is one of the issues associated with them. The potential for environmental contamination, difficulties getting about, and the impossibility to fire down targets in bad weather. However, the Israeli Ministry of Defense is now committed to using all measures necessary to activate the Iron Beam. Since there isn't really a substitute for it, the Iron Dome missile defense system's capabilities have been used up in the eyes of the Israeli military and political elite. The system has intercepted almost 2,000 missiles since going into operation in 2011. During the latest escalation on the Gaza border, 80% of the missiles were intercepted, and the military predicts that in the event of a serious conflict, 1,500 missiles a day will be fired at Israel. Obviously, the Iron Dome won't be able to handle such a strain, and all the missile stores would be used up. Israel revealed substantial developments in the creation of laser weapons on January the 8th of 2020. These weapons are currently undergoing field testing in the Gaza Strip. The intercept rate is very nearly 100%. Additionally, the laser missile defense strategy was made clear. From a few hundred meters to several tens of kilometers, it will work over small distances. So now this video comes to an end. Our comment box is waiting for your views on this. If you enjoyed watching this video, then like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.